If your child is struggling with anxiety around attending school, there are a few other options, and you can explore them in whatever order works best for your family. But the other options would be trying charter schools. They are smaller, and some may have a educational approach that works better for your child. You can try forest schools, or you can homeschool, but without you actually doing a lot of the homeschooling. Sometimes there are local like homeschool education centers where you can drop your child off to take actual classes with other kids. But it can be in a schedule that you pick and the classes that they want to take, which tends to be a lot more conducive for kids that have high anxiety because they're in control of their own schedule. Other options would be doing a distance virtual program. Some schools offer that, where you can have your child still with a teacher doing all of their schoolwork with the teacher, but it's virtual, so you don't actually have to leave the house, get to school at a certain time, and then be around other kids all day in an environment that might be overwhelming for them. You can try the unschooling method, which is really child-led. It's where you're not doing formal education with your child. Your child is just kind of deciding what they're interested in at any point in time and researching that. And of course, you kind of act a little bit more like a coach maybe than a teacher. You facilitate and make sure they have access to whatever resources it is that they're needing. Some schools offer a partial attendance where your child can go 2 days a week or 3 days a week and do the other days at home. Or you can also try to do a private school if you're able to afford it, and find a school that will work with your child and their particular needs. If your child has an IEP due to a diagnosis, you can try to get your child a altered school attendance schedule, so that your child can start the day late or end the day early based on what time of day is the hardest for them. But I don't know that all schools or jurisdictions are able to allow that legally. What I do specifically with my son, who has a PDA profile, we pulled him out because he was just so dysregulated, is we do a lot of games. We do a game-based approach, and he watches TV shows that are educational, and we pick movies and documentaries very intentionally based on what he wants to learn about. We go to the library and get tons of books every week and read a lot, and we do field trips to museums. But I do no formal schooling with him because he wouldn't let me even if I wanted to. But we don't do any worksheets or workbooks or textbooks or anything of that nature. We go kind of completely based on what he is feeling at the time and what he's able to handle and what he wants to learn about.